Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. So I am located in Florida. Some people have been asking that. That is where I'm actually located. So today we got quite a bit of work to do. Sometimes it's not always just about gardening. We have a truck full of stuff. So over here we have to replace the steps on our dock so the kids can come up and down the stairs. So we are going to be working on that today. That is one of the projects. And then over here you can see that I have gotten some bare, naked, natural wood chips. So like I said, we could have filled the bed up with wood chips and we could have shoveled it out, but unfortunately after my last experience with the compost, I'm very hesitant on the wood chips as far as do they have pine in them, what's in them, because if you're growing in pine, there's certain things that aren't really going to grow well in that. And so I wanted something that I could have control over. So if it would have been oak, or if it would have been, obviously what we bought was cypress, then I'm okay with that. So that's going to be one of the things that I am going to be working on today for revamping the beds. So what I do when it's really hot in the summer is I actually end up putting in this all natural mulch over the top of the beds until we can really start growing again in the fall. Now I obviously still have some things like tomatoes and stuff like that that's going to be growing. My okra actually didn't pop up this year very well. They were just very stunted, they were very short. So my mom had the same issues. I had like 4 other growers that I know and they were having the same problems. So I don't know if it's something going on with the atmosphere or if it's chemicals that are being sprayed in the skies or what, but I'm not shocked by having some stunted growth. I still have the potatoes in the buckets and stuff like that, so we've definitely got that going on. But so we just have a lot of labor today, so that is what's going on. We also have to go pick up the boat. It's getting serviced, and then we are taking the jet ski to get serviced. So that's what I'm saying. Life is really busy, especially when you're working a couple of jobs. So, you know, I work full time, so it's really quite a bit on us. So we just try to do the best that we can with the time that we have. So today I actually made some juice. I made the passion fruit juice again because we've got those passion fruits starting to fall off, and I shared some of the passion fruit with my parents, which that's what I always enjoy. I've been sharing it with folks at work as well at one of my jobs. So, you know, as I'm saying, keep in mind that if the grid went down or something like that happened, you may need to help support other people. So don't just think about yourself when you're growing. Think about your family and the people that you love, because it may come, and your neighbors, because it may come down to trying to help them as well. So everybody just be conscious growers, and really, even if I say, like, I feel like I say sometimes, like, I just want to reiterate this, is that even if you're really just an expert in one area, you know, I think bartering is also really important, and that's why networking with people that you know, I think, is a really big deal. So that way you can create, you know, a network of people that you can do trade with. I think that it's basically gonna be something that we're gonna be more reliant on. If I've got a bunch of passion fruit that I can share with somebody, like my egg lady, then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna share that with her, and then I get eggs for that. So it's something that I need and something that she can benefit from as well, because she's not growing passion fruit. So think about that when you're growing. I actually planted some passion fruit seeds as well already this morning. I actually planted them. I have a tree in the front. My front yard is quite bare, but over here I have this large tree, and so I actually just planted it around the base of the tree. I told you my fiance said that I am not to really be growing in the front yard, but you know, we'll see how that goes. I do agree with him that, you know, we got to maintain what we have in the backyard right now. So moving forward in the front yard, while there is a lot of space, if I plant stuff in the front yard, it will be more fruit-based trees, or I do have those avocado plants that I need to get planted still. I have not planted them. And that's what I'm saying, like it seems like something every weekend comes up. The water is low enough, and I'll take you guys down there. The water is low enough for us right now that we need to be focusing on getting those. And honestly, that's just life sometimes. You know, I try to find things that grow really well. Look, there's the butterfly pea flower that I use for tea. And that's what I'm saying. This thing has grown so well. There's flowers all over it. There's flowers up here at the top. And so find things that you don't really have to invest a lot of time in. Oh, I also wanted to show you guys the grapes. Let me go back there real quick. I know it seems like I kind of show the same things because I do have a smaller garden, but it's just encouragement to each and every one of you to be, I have to duck to get under the passion fruit now. Let's see if we can find some of these grapes. I know I saw some. Oh, there they are. So they're really getting like almost edible size right now. So, and I've still got passion fruit. I'm just pulling in tons of passion fruit right now. So I'm excited about that. I mean, it's just dripping off the plant. And that's what I'm saying. Oh, there's some more grapes. And the garden, you can see, is still producing, but it's just not as lush as it could be. October, I got some blue turmeric, and I ordered it from Baker's Creek, and I thought it had died, honestly. I had put it in this bed over this little circle bed that had the cabbage in it, and I said, oh, this died. So I went to go pick the fennel, as you can see here, because I removed that one cabbage. I gave it to my parents. I just need to clean this cabbage up because it didn't really do anything. And the fennel's starting to die back. I'm using the dehydrator right now. So, I mean, that thing has been constantly running for the last couple of weeks or so. I've been putting stuff up, but I'm going to dehydrate this fennel. You can see some of it's already. I'm going to clip out the brown stuff, but I'm going to be pulling this probably today, in all honesty. But y'all, this right here, this is turmeric. So let's see if we can get this cabbage out, because it's not really a cabbage at this point. It's just taking up space. And this is the turmeric. See, I got some dirt because I need to, these beds are way low. Like, you can see like at least my whole hand, and then some is fitting down there. So I'm really, I don't really want to pull it up, but let me see if I, oh yeah, I can feel, oh yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, it smells so good. Look, can y'all see that root down there? That is turmeric. Right now, turmeric is high on the market, man, so I'm going to cover that back up because I don't want it damaged. But I'm going to be putting... What in the world? Oh, somebody bought a house across from us, and I think they're doing some work out there. Good Lord. Like, so I said, there is always something going on here. And then over here, y'all, this is more ginger. So I have got ginger growing. This is edible. Now, ginger is very costly too. So I have definitely got this growing in the bed. And then back there is a Cavendish banana. And then you can see the potatoes. Like I said, I've got to get rid of the tomatoes at this point if I've got some time today, because that's the sad part, is actually like taking stuff down. It always breaks my heart to take stuff down. This is leeks. I'm also gonna throw those technically in the dehydrator. I'm gonna kind of wrap them up and chop, like, I'm not chopping, but I'm gonna like large cut them up, and then I'm gonna put those in the dehydrator because over the fall we like to eat a lot of soup, and so that's what I'm gonna be using that for. And then I'm gonna get this bed completely cleaned up, and then, like I said, we bought some of that Bare Naked mulch, and I'm gonna start mulching this bed. The bed back there, my large U-shaped bed, that bed's gonna be mulched too. And then that's the sweet potatoes are growing over there. I've got some sweet potatoes over here in this area. So, and like I said, the wind has knocked over these tomatoes. So, and that tomato over there in the back is getting all brown and whatnot. So there's definitely it's just cleanup this time of year. So not really much to report. I don't know if you guys can see it, but up there, I have got some papayas that we need to get down. So the papayas, they've been putting on this year, so I am so grateful for that. I'm really excited to be getting that because I've had quite a few papayas, but this year has been the absolute largest intake of papayas that we've ever had. But the point was I was going to walk y'all down to the dock. Oh, and then I have some volunteer tomatoes right there. So, and then the passion fruit's coming back. So that's why I put some passion fruit up there on that front tree too, because I'm just going to let it take over the tree. And because as you can see, the squirrels keep getting into my passion fruit, and so I just want abundance in passion fruit because I want to be able to share with my family and my friends and my loved ones. So I can't believe there's construction going on like so early in the morning. But that's why I said, you know, when you live near a highway, that's I'm not right on the highway, but we're on a main road, so that's kind of to be expected. Sometimes you don't always get the piece you want. And oh my gosh, y'all, look, the sky is just no chemtrails yet. No chemtrails. Isn't that beautiful? So lovely. All right, so you guys can see how much, and I want to show this because you can see how much the lake has actually gone down. A lot of nastiness from the lake is coming up. That's just some bread we threw out that the fish didn't eat. So we have been scraping and cleaning and moving that up to the embankment and building the bank back up. But you can see we had previously put sand down so that, you know, obviously because we had a nice slope and then a hurricane came and kind of washed some of that away. So we want to rebuild our bed back up. But you can see just what a drought that we are kind of currently in. We are actually on watering restrictions, and so you can see that, and I'll bring you down here. We also bought some sealant for the dock, and that's what I'm saying, we just have everyday life that we also have to do that's not fun and YouTube exciting. You see we're missing some steps down there. These stairs have been in here for a little while, and so we just want to go ahead and get that cleaned up and replace all of this wood here, so that way the kids can come up and down the steps and enjoy the lake. So that is what is going on the agenda today. When I revamp those beds and get those beds cleaned out, I will take you guys on it. It's probably going to take me a little bit of time just because, like I said, we've got some other projects that we've got to get done, and we've got to run to the boat shop and the jet ski location to get that all taken care of. But some weekends are like that. Some weekends we are just trying to get our everyday life done, and that's okay. You know what, we are here for the journey. We are here for each other. I planted a banana over there and that's starting to come up. I'm excited about that. I have some neighbors that are, I don't know if you probably won't be able to see it in this camera, but over here at the corner right there, they are growing a bunch of banana trees, and I don't know, I should probably go there and knock on the door and be like, hey, what kind of bananas are these? Because they do really, really well in that area. So and I always see bananas hanging off there, and they never go out and get their bananas. Like, I've literally seen the squirrels eat them and they just rot, and I'm like, y'all have like at least a good, you know, $30-40 in love right there that you could be putting on your table. Do y'all not know what you have in your yard? So you know, some people they just don't take advantage of what nature is bringing them or what they've even planted or invested in. I do know that people are fairly young. They're younger. I'm fairly confident they're either my age or a little bit younger. So, and they have kids. So why are you not feeding your children that beautiful fruit off? I mean, I don't get some people, but nonetheless, it's not my life, right? So you just got to take care of yourself and not worry about what other people are doing. But it's good to know that they're growing that in that area. And so it's giving me the opportunity to rethink kind of the structure of how we have our stuff set up. And so really I have a kind of a little bit of a long-term goal that, and my plan is that over here in this area, where we have put up our temporary fencing right here, I would like to just kind of clean this up and push it in that, you know, area, the weeds and stuff that we need to get cleaned up off the lake, off the shoreline, and just you know, naturally put back what has been taken away. And we'll see from there how it goes, but maybe kind of line that little skirt, that little area with some banana trees. I think that would be lovely. That's how my brother does it. My brother backs up to a waterway. He's on a lake, but he's not on really a usable type lake. It's kind of hard to explain. Maybe one day I'll take you guys over there. But when he bought that property, the people that had bought it, that had had it previous to him, I worked with the gentleman, and he's a really good guy, and his wife had cancer. And so the family had invested in some plantains and some bananas that actually helped to fight cancer, according to him, and that's why they had purchased them. And so he just lined that whole area, and now my brother gets beautiful abundance. And thankfully my lovely kind brother shares with me, and I love to take those little ladyfinger type bananas and put them in my freezer. And what I do is, you know, I save them and I utilize them in my smoothies, because, you know, that's not only saving money, because we have to think about ways to take care of our family, but, you know, he takes care of me like that. And when I have abundance and love and the kids come over and stuff, you know, I'm absolutely trying to take care of them too. So, you know, it's a reciprocal relationship that, you know, we are trying to build. And teaching the children, I think that's really important, is to have a good sibling relationship, so that, and, you know, family relationships, so that the kids understand in the future that you're going to be dependent on each other. So boys, I know you watch my videos, you guys, you know, love one another, be kind to one another. I try to teach you guys that. I try to teach my clients that. I try to teach everybody that. That is a big piece. And just know who you're surrounding yourself with, and know that at some point in your life you might need those people, and, you know, your friends and your family. And you know, you just want to keep that a positive relationship to the best of your ability, because I have one of my middle nephews, Jonah. I think he really digs the garden. You know, I think he's really gonna be the sweet boy that comes over and helps his Aunt Kristen as I get older. And that's what I'm saying, creating these environments in this growing symbiotic relationship with the earth is important for not only myself at this time, but it's important for my future. And my future is my nephews. And so when I do this investment, I'm not investing in myself, I'm investing in my future, and then potentially his future. So and his children, if he chooses to have children or not have children. I mean, we're not going there, because, you know, he may do whatever him and his brothers choose to do. But nonetheless, I am creating something that I want to see passed on generationally. And I think a majority of us in the growing world are recognizing that we may be going back to a multi-generational living situation, because the housing market is really high. There's a lot of homeless population right now. There's just a lot of stress on the financial system, and I really see that in the future this is something that we may need to, you know, work with as a family. Like, we don't know when the food system could shut down. Look at what happened during a pandemic and COVID. You went to the grocery stores and the shelves were empty. And so when you're building this growing environment, or you're creating a relationship with somebody that you can begin growing with, I think that is key, and that's important, because we may need that in the future. We may need to be reliant on those people who know how to grow. So starting off now, there's nothing wrong with trying that if you have the capability of doing that, or if you know somebody that has a property and they're willing to you know, like, hey, can I come over on the weekends and maybe have a little piece of your yard and start growing? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't hesitate to ask that, if at all. Or if you live in an apartment, maybe you live in the bottom level like I used to do, and maybe there's an opportunity for you to just grow in buckets on your patio. So I shot a video on sprouts, so know that that's also an option, and those sprouts grow in the dark. So these are all tools for your toolbox, as I would say to my clients. But this is your garden toolbox of building, you know, your sustainability to the best of your ability. So, all right, everyone, I don't want to keep you guys for too long, because I can certainly talk on this subject area for quite some time, because I am very passionate about growing, loving one another, creating positive relationships, and, you know, just healing together as a family, healing together as friends, and just trying to support and love one another. So always remember that. Take care of your pets as you would take care of yourself. You know, that's really important to me as well. And yeah, so that is our goal today. So we are going to be working on the stock. I will hopefully get a chance to show you guys, probably not in this video because I know this video is really long, but I will be bringing you back to show you the final product of our cleanup and trying to clean up this shoreline. And it's been very, very, very hot, so always keep yourself hydrated. All right, everyone, love one another, be kind, and I will see you guys in my next video. All right, so here's your bonus. Probably not bonus, but it's a bonus for me, so I'm excited. I have been, Betty, shh, no. I have been wanting an outdoor fan that's not a stand-up fan, and so when my fiance and what I say is my brother from another mother, Mr. Paul, brother Paul, they were there and they had a fan on sale at our Lowe's. I am so excited about this fan. This is an outdoor fan that we are gonna try to hang, I think, over here in this corner. And so I'm really, really, really excited about this. This is something I've been wanting for about 2.5, 3 years now. You can see, this is not the sale price. It's $179.98, obviously. These are not cheap. That's why we haven't bought one until now. But they had it $60 off. So what an awesome deal. I am really excited about getting this. Obviously this is not anything paid. This is just excitement for me. So you know, and that's what I'm saying. We have small projects that are going on. To some people this isn't a big deal, but anybody that lives in Florida knows that it's really beneficial to keep circulation, airflow, all that stuff on you. And you don't want to necessarily transition right into the cold AC unit, because sometimes that can make you feel a little nauseous. So transitioning onto the porch and just then moving over into the cool air is, I think, important. Or for we're just wanting to sit out here in the evenings and just enjoy life, I think that that's also important too. So what a blessing it is to be able to have this. Now I'd like for this to run off of solar, but right now I am blessed and grateful to have it in general. So I'm super excited. Like I said, this is something for at least 2.5, 3 years I have been asking for, and really keeping an eye open until a sale came up. And so patience is has paid off at this point. So I'm excited and I can't wait to see what this looks like, and I will show you guys when we come out, so that way in the summer, when you know you're feeling those temperatures of the feel like it's 105 or more. So you definitely want to be trying to cool yourself down, keep your pups cool, but still grounding yourself at the same time. So you know, like I said, sometimes it's just the little things and the little investments that, which they're not little, that's still a big investment, but it's just some of these small things. Like, you know, for the longest time I honestly wanted these lights that you can see around here, and the party lights, and I just thought, oh man, you know, do I really need it? It's more of a want, not a need. And then I saw some on sale, and we ended up buying them and putting my fiance went and got the hooks for them. So it was just a nice little touch out here to just kind of lighten the mood and just cause, you know, a support for relaxation. And then we got, you know, the fountains, and that's what I'm saying. Some of these things are just stepping stones to create your peace and to create happiness. So like I said, find that where you can. It's not just about gardening and touching the earth and all those wonderful things. Sometimes if you've got just like a nice little porch area, maybe you have a friend that lives in a mobile home in a 55 and up community, and she doesn't really have the opportunity to grow except right around her little mobile home. And you know, having a little porch like this, I think that this brings happiness to people. When you're stressed out at work and you just want to come home and just relax, you can create a beautiful environment with, you know, getting yourself a fan, some lights, a little fountain, maybe putting some houseplants. She's really big into houseplants, and she's taught me quite a bit about houseplants. And so I think that that's also a very cool thing to do, because sometimes finding peace also reduces those levels of cancer, sickness, illnesses. We all know that. So any way that you can reduce stress is really important in this day and age. So it's, you know, you got to do what you can where you can, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not here to push anything on anybody. I just want people to find peace where they can find peace, find love, find happiness, and just create that. Because right now, that's kind of one of the key pieces. If we went into another, which I think that we're already partially in a depression, I just think people aren't really telling us, but I think that we are definitely leaning in the era of a depression for a majority of people, of the working class people, I can say that. So, you know, my concern is for them, and my concern is for the future, that's for sure. So hopefully I'm educating somebody out there to just create love and peace where they are. So, all right, that was your bonus for today. All right, I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.